Hi guys, this video is going to be 20 outfits to wear if you're pregnant in the winter. I'm currently 6 months pregnant. Obviously, you can still use this as inspo if you're not pregnant. I'm going to start with pants. So for jeans, I just wear these that are a few sizes too big. I wore these sometimes before I was pregnant with a belt, but now I don't really need a belt anymore. They just kind of sit there. I'm gonna try and be showing off my bump pretty much for most of these outfits. So I really like wearing like a tight tank top and then a cardigan over. Then I'm wearing my Speed Cat ballet slippers just because they go, but you can wear any flats or sneakers that you think go well. But I love like the open cardigan so that you can see the bump. And in the winter, you can button up the cardigan if it gets too cold. Obviously, it depends on where you live. Now I'm gonna dress this a little more warm tone. So I threw on this brown belt with the eyelets, I guess, that I have. It's big enough so it fits there. Some of my other belts don't really fit anymore. Then I put on my red Rothy's and I just threw on like kind of a tighter long sleeve shirt, and I always like to pull the shoulder down a little bit just to add a little off the shoulder touch. Now these jeans I just thrifted and I thought they were a few sizes too big on me so they would fit, but they are just fitting perfectly right now, so I don't know if I can wear them any further into the pregnancy. But I decided to wear these with this black and white striped shirt, and then I threw on this cool blue zip up that I also just thrifted, and then my Speed Cats again. I'm big into like cool tone versus warm tone, so you'll see. I should probably get better at like mixing and matching those, but right now if it's outfits like cool tone in my head, then I have to maintain cool tones throughout. Okay, I wanted to go a little bit more formal now. These are dress pants. They are my husband's dress pants, but they're vintage and I thrifted them and I wear them sometimes, but they are a little too big on me, but I like the under the bump look here. Then I'm just keeping on the white tank top, and I cut the neck on one of my crew necks. And then my Speed Cats are going back on. I feel like making any sweater, shirt, anything off the shoulder just makes it like a little more chic and adds more of a vibe to the look. So this one is comfy and cute and maybe a little bit more formal. Now I'm gonna step it up and add some little kitten heels. These are so cute. They have little polka dots on them. I actually haven't worn them out yet. I feel like they fit me kind of weird. I guess there's also a lot of snow outside, so I'm not really wearing heels like this in the winter. But if it's something inside, you're just driving over to party, maybe you could throw on some of these kitten heels or work. This is more of a work outfit, I think. So I'm sticking with the white tank top because I like that at any point you can just show off your bump if somebody wants to see it. I don't know, feel it at your discretion. So then I put on this button down. I love like a button down that's a little bit bigger, and I rolled up the sleeves. And this one I put my glasses on too. This one's a little more formal, a little more workwear. You can pull down the tank top depending how much bump you want to show off, just to make it a little more work appropriate. Moving on to skirts. This one I thought would be easier before I was pregnant, but now I keep going back to the same couple skirts because they need to have an elastic waist. Any of the zip up ones or button up skirts don't fit anymore. So this one is my go-to always. It's very, very stretchy, this maxi skirt, and it's very comfortable material for the winter. And then I just threw on like a collared polo shirt that's simple, and then my red Rothy's again, just for a pop of color because This felt a little dull without a little more color. And then, as always, I'm showing a little bit of skin there just so that you can see the bump, but obviously you can pull it up at your own discretion. And this could absolutely be another like work, more formal outfit, if that's what you're going for. Then I'm gonna try this other skirt that also has an elastic waistband. It's a little bit shorter. I'm gonna go back to a button down for this. I've been loving button downs right now just because I can kind of show off the bump if I want to unbutton it a little bit more, or I can keep it buttoned and it still fits if it's like a bigger oversized button down. I decided to put on like more of a tube top with this just because I will button it most of the way, and then the tube top has stripes on it. I don't know if you can see, but then the striped tube top like pops out at the top. Then I'm going to put on these brown boots that I thrifted. They look exactly like Fry boots, but I don't think they are one of the best thrift finds. But with something like this, especially in the winter, I want to cover all the skin. So I decided to put on some taller boots for this one. And then yeah, see, you can unbutton it as much as you want. You can pull the skirt lower, a little bit higher, depending on what you're comfortable with. Next, I wanted to make this a little more formal. So I put on this button down that is a little bit tighter. Still big enough to fit over the bump for now. But I buttoned this one down all the way, just to cover up a little bit more here. This one is more like formal day wear. And then instead of the boots here, I switched out to these clogs. I love these clogs. I love clogs right now. I can't wait to wear clogs all the time in the spring. But they add a little bit of like height, and then I could have switched the socks to a white sock, but I'm pregnant. I was a little tired. I didn't feel like switching my socks around, but I like this one. This one's a little bit more formal, in my opinion, because of the heel on the clogs. You could obviously wear like an actual heel with something like that. Next, this is a dress. I put it in the skirt category. I know there's a big stain on it. There's a few stains on it. I don't know what they are or where they came from, but it's fine. No one has to see. So this, again, I wanted to put on these big boots so that I don't have that much skin exposed. This dress is personally a little tight for me. I don't really wear like bodycon style stuff like this, especially, I don't really have anywhere to wear it to, but I also just don't feel comfortable out and about like that. And I decided to throw on this oversized sweater of my husband's, but obviously you could thrift one of these pretty easily, and I like that it covers my butt. It kind of counts as a skirt then, but it's a little bit tighter. If you wanted to do something more formal, then I decided to just throw a cardigan over, just to cover up my butt a little bit and make it a little bit more work appropriate, I guess. Why am I so obsessed with making things work appropriate? I don't have a full-time job. Leggings. So these specific leggings are maternity leggings. Obviously, they don't have to be. This is the first time I was trying these on, and it took me like 15 minutes to get these on. So I guess they do the job because they keep everything in place, but I was dreading taking these off. This is when I'm going to break out my shorter dresses. I love this dress. I have it in black too. I thrifted it. It's Hardtail brand, which if you know, you know. I did decide to switch up the socks on this because I wanted to do a more fun sock since the outfit was kind of simple. So I did this like striped pink and like brownish sock. I'm mixing the cool tones and warm tones here, which was big for me. And then I put these clogs back on. And I thought this was really cute. It's cute, it's comfy. It's good for the winter with a big coat. And of course I pulled it off the shoulder again. Next, on a snow day, you need some rain boots. So I thrifted these pink hunter boots that I am obsessed with. And these with a good legging are so cute. These boots are like bright enough that they can be a statement piece. So I just put on a black tank top, and then I'm putting back on that white button down just to add like the oversized on top. Someone told me that this white button down makes me look like a doctor once, but I don't care. I don't think I style it like a doctor. I think a white button down might just always look like you're a doctor. But it is what it is. I love this white button down. It's super comfy, and I feel like I wear it all the time because it looks chic. And if I don't know what top to wear, it's easy to just throw on. But being pregnant, this is a very go-to comfy outfit. Just some leggings, some tall boots, and a nice oversized button down. Okay, next I wanted to do more of like a workout outfit, I guess. I don't know, if you're going for a jog or a walk or something, make the leggings like, I guess, do what leggings are supposed to do, like flexibility. I don't know. So I took off these boots. I put on like a smaller shirt. I had a crop top that I wanted to wear, but I couldn't find it. Then I threw on just these Superstar sneakers. You can put on any sneakers. You can put on a simpler sock. And then I just put on a zip hoodie. And I think the leggings, show off the bump a little bit. So people know to watch out for you even more if you're on your hot girl walk because you're carrying someone else. So I bumped up the shirt a little bit so it's like super cropped. Next, we're moving into sweats. These are like the best pants ever. I'm obsessed with these pants. I thrifted these and they're like one of my favorite finds, and I will find any reason to wear them. But I was also thinking you could just get like sweatpants and cut them to a capri. That's something I've really been wanting to do lately. So I will keep you updated if I do that. With a capri in the winter, obviously you have to wear boots that are higher so that you don't show any skin and get cold on your legs. Then I just put this cool printed long sleeve, 3/4 sleeve, I guess, top, like newspaper kind of top that I also thrifted. But obviously you could put any long sleeve top with these. Then this is more like formal in my opinion. This was like, I wore this to dinners. Back with my white button down go-to. I love the like flow of the whole outfit, the flow of the pants and the flow of the shirt. And for this one, if you're feeling crazy, you could even leave it open. If you're hanging around a house inside or something, want to show off your bump a little bit extra that day. Or you could wear a longer tank top, you could wear long sleeves underneath it. But open's fun too, I just love the flow. Next, these are more like pajama sleep pants. They're pink, light pink, like checkered. You can't really see that well. But I just put them with a white t-shirt and an oversized sweater and my Speed Cats again. And this is a comfy, cozy outfit, but I'd probably wear this to like the movies or if we're grabbing food or hanging out or something. This is definitely more chill, but the bumps is still visible if that's what you want to do. I love like challenging myself to show off the bump in the winter because I could just wear oversized shirts and oversized sweaters every day, but it's fun for people to still see it. I know there'll come a time probably where it's very big and everyone will see it, but right now, while it's a little bit smaller, it's fun to try and show it off while I can. Then I wanted to make these pajama pants a little bit more formal, so I put on this long like sweater dress on top and pulled the pants up really high so they were a little more like cigarette sleek. And then I was gonna wear the clogs, but I didn't like the dark with them, so I decided to put on these polka dot kitten heels again. And I actually loved this one with the striped socks. I thought that was so cute. So just wear a sweater dress with your sweats, your pajama pants, and it works surprisingly. Next, I'm gonna do more like traditional sweats. These are very comfortable. My outfits are getting more comfortable as I go. We could have just worn Uggs with this, but to, I guess, dress it up a little bit, I decided to go with these black boots, and I just put on this striped like 3/4 sleeve top that I have. I like these black boots. I got them a few years ago and I didn't like them in the beginning, but now I wear them all the time, especially in the winter and the snow. And I like tucking them in so they're kind of like pirate pantsy. I wear this combination a lot, pretty much with any top. You could even wear a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or hoodie, whatever. Next, I wanted to try and dress up these pants a little bit more. I don't love this outfit, but I went with this like black cardigan, I guess. It's like half button. And then I put on these clogs. I kind of wish I went for like just a regular like ribbed cardigan. I think that would be cute, but I don't hate it. Then last, this is probably the outfit I wear the most. This one I just wear inside all the time. Classic pregnancy outfit, my husband's basketball shorts, and a little t-shirt. So these are some of my go-to outfits that I've been wearing a lot lately. If you want to see anything specific or have any requests for events you have to go to or anything being pregnant or just for fun, leave a comment. Bye.